is good for a lot of other people. A lot of people will testify saying that their life is good. But not everybody's life is good. If your mom wasn't really there towards the beginning, if she went out of town and decided to stay gone for a number of years, your life wasn't good. And you in my shoes, that's what I had to go through. And then, shortly after coming back in town, my father passes away. Shortly after my mom comes back in town, after being gone for like 6-7 years, my father passes away. So, I've been through all kind of stuff, but God has kept me in my right mind. And I can't say the same for my siblings. I got siblings who have lost their mind. All the struggles and trials and tribulations that they have been through, they have lost their mind. My sister right now is in a psychiatric center in Manhattan. All right? This is not a joke, the things that people go through. She can't take it. Ever since she was 19, she ain't been the same. And some people think it's a joke out here, what people got to go through. Some people are just very naive to the fact of what can all happen in a person's life, as far as, dramatic things and, tragic things. It's nothing to make light of. It's real events that are happening. When you have a death in the family, if you wake up early in the morning to a scream and you realize your sister just tried giving your father CPR and nothing's happening, and you realize he's not responding, and then you start to realize that the person's dead, your father's dead, that's real. Seeing paramedics burst open your door and performing CPR on your father after about 5-10 minutes, then he's being escorted out on a stretcher, and then getting to the hospital, and right when you walk in through the entrance, doctors are meeting you at the door saying that they lost him. It's real. That's real, and that's what I had to go through at 16. And then on top of that, I think about how much God has blessed me still. Like, I've never been homeless. He could allow me to be homeless because of how much I was getting involved in the world. But I've never been homeless. I've never gotten to a car accident. I think about that. Like, how come I've never gotten to a car accident? I got siblings that's gotten to car accidents. How come I've never got? How come he's always protecting me from that? How come he's kept me in my right mind? I feel like, that at least every one of my siblings, they a little crazy. Something's wrong with them. I hate to say that, but just judging by how they act. Give me that apartment because I had no credit. So I had to pay this prorate deal thing where I had to pay actually $100 more than what a normal person has to pay just to get an apartment because it's my first one and I had no credit. But I was trying to get up out that house. It was roach infested, living in an abandoned vehicle, a van, eating food that I can only eat instantly, like sandwiches, just leaving loaves of bread in there, and I would just fix me a sandwich whenever I felt like it. That was just lying around in the van. I was living like that. I was living like a savage. Straight up like a savage. And I think about what I've been through. I'm like, man, God has blessed me in a tremendous way. Because a lot of people, they ain't been through nowhere near stuff like that.
Right. And